Those was the Eastern Conference Finals.
And to go with Texas.
I'm not surprised.
Tired of watching the same boring old sports shows? Try this on for size.
His play style, yeah. I think he's the best at pretty much everything.
You're watching the What the Show with Jose Ruckus and JiggaMan Porto. And now, the best damn sports show on the internet. What the
How you doing, bro? How about the new intro? Come on.
The new intro is hot.
Listen. Mr. Info Arcade, we give credit where credit's due. So glad we have him working on stuff with us, man. That intro, when he sent it over, it was funny too, because it was like, just give it a shot. If you don't like it, I made him wait like 3 minutes before I responded after watching it. And then I saw the messaging, like, it shows the dots, like he's typing, and then he'd wait, and then he'd type again. And I was like, he's so nervous. Info, great job, bro. I love the intro. It's so good.
It's awesome.
Dude, it's Tuesday. We've got all kinds of sports to talk about. I think we jump right into it. You cool with that?
Yeah, man, let's get into it.
Let's start with our boy Joey Chestnut eating hot dogs and choking people out. Dude, did you see this? How great. I mean,
wild.
Literally, hot dog in mouth and still wraps the dude up.
My favorite part is that it takes him just a fraction of a second where he stops for a second, looks at the guy, and is like, no.
I mean, he literally laid him out. Didn't he still win the entire thing?
Yes, he did. He won.
They went back and refunded people that bet that he was going to have over 70 plus hot dogs because of the interruption. So those people got their money back. Yeah, they were like, well, it was an interruption. Because think about it. I mean, it took time away from the guy who loves to gavone these things. But Darth Vader made a bad call. Bad call on this one. You don't jump up there with a bunch of hungry dudes tearing it up. But how great was it that it was Joey? Out of all people to lay him out, it had to be Joey Chestnut.
It had to be Joey. It's such a weird, you saw it all over Twitter yesterday. It's so weird that happened.
Well, I mean, last time I saw Joey, he was at the FCF.
Yeah. Got
right?
Chicken wings.
Yeah. Who else was in that? Oh, Ray Austin. Didn't Ray eat like 2 wings?
Yeah, Ray only ended up eating 2. He didn't finish it last though, because of course Matt Batson famously only ate 1 chicken wing.
Yeah. Matt was not in it to win it at all in that situation. No, so good. But definitely had to give Joey Chestnut to start off the show, because I don't even care that it was a protester or anything like that, right? It was the fact that this dude pulls up in a Darth Vader helmet. Yeah. I don't even know what the sign said, but when I saw the replay and he got choked out like that, it's good news when that's something that pops up on your feed on the 4th of July. Hey, check this out. This is important.
It's like, what the hell?
So good. How about this one? I thought this was some good right here. How about Jay Cutler, bro?
Jay Cutler just killing the cornhole game, apparently.
Living his best life in retirement, bro. Like, literally, look at this. I mean, this guy is tearing it up.
Yeah, well, he's headed to the cornhole championships for this cornhole league, the American Cornhole League. Him and his partner going to the championships. So he's Jay Cutler. I mean, you knew the guy had an arm, right? He's probably pretty decent at the cornhole, but yeah, championship caliber, I guess.
Yeah, the funny part was the people on Twitter. I got to tell you some of the comments. Good, there was no defense there to intercept him. That was one. The best wide receiver, just a board.
My favorite was it's because you can't throw a pick 6 in cornhole.
He's still getting beat up even after retirement. But dude, have you ever watched the cornhole?
I have. I don't know if I've watched this specific league, but
right.
We were a couple of years ago, man. You would just turn on ESPN and just leave it on in the background. Just these cornhole games going on for hours.
I mean, it's actually entertaining. That's the crazy part. Like, I don't mind playing cornhole. I like playing cornhole. Once I moved to North Carolina, first of all, when I got here, no idea what cornhole was. Zero knowledge of cornhole. All right. I'm sorry. You don't have a bunch of little Puerto Rican dudes in the Bronx setting up cornhole boards, throwing it out, But when I got here, love cornhole. But when I started watching it on mistake after a couple of drinks one night and seeing the championship mode and the crowd, I was like, oh, this is pretty epic. And now Jay Cutler. Bravo, Cutler.
Jay Cutler. He's more successful at cornhole than he ever was at football. He made it to the championship.
Oh, talking early, Jose. Real quick before we jump into the other ones, let's say what's up. We got Project Nerd HQ. Salute. What up, Hector? Peanut. What's up, Peanut? It has been a long time. FCF turns off. I thought maybe you were fake. I know I met you in person, but I thought maybe he was a simulation. Jason Wright, back to eating 63 on the hot dogs. Facts. What up, Kung Fu D in the chat? Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We're about to talk our normal on a Tuesday. Let's see. What we got next on Doc?
Next, it looks like we got this the Portland Pickles mascot.
Oh, did you see this, bro?
Yeah.
Bam!
Just laid this streaker out at the game.
I've got to, I've got to reset it because I need everybody to see this hit. Bam! Oh my gosh! One more time. Ooh, dude!
That's like an old school NFL hit. You don't even see in the game anymore.
I mean, he literally gave him the shoulder push up, everything. How you gonna sit there and just let a mascot sit on you and dominate you? Like, I'm trying to pull his pickle. You got beat by a pickle.
If you got laid out by like the Chicago Bull or something like that, maybe.
Right, exactly. It goes hand in hand. A pickle. Like, you've got to live this down for the rest of your life. You're gonna explain to your kids one day, I was the guy who got handled by a pickle. One more time before we stop it. Boom. Listen, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of NFL teams that could use a tackler like that right now. Okay,
you should,
because
have the FCF reach out to the Portland Pickle.
Oh, AFCF, you heard it. Jose Ruckus coming through with another great idea. We don't even have to have him for a mascot. We want him as a player, but he's dressed as the mascot to play. Yeah,
absolutely.
But then here we go. Now we're about to go weird ways. So do we then petition to have a mascot for every team that gets to play?
I mean, are there other athletic mascots that can really, lay the wood on a receiver? That's what we need to figure out.
So let's play this out real quick, and we'll use FCF on this example, right?
Okay.
So we'd have the Knights of Legion. Obviously, they'd have a knight, right? Cool. That can tackle. Knight's going to do well. Mm-hmm. A zapper. What are we using as a mascot for a zapper?
I could see.
Chat, I want your ideas too here. Give me some like mascot ideas that are tackling.
Maybe a battery, like a big battery.
Is it too cliche if we had like a dude that's kind of like in the Flash kind of outfit with the lightning bolt zapper? Is that too comic book?
Bad, but it doesn't really feel like a mascot,
Okay, well, Peanut's on the lightning bolt. Like actual, make it just a full lightning bolt.
Big lightning bolt. I could get that one.
Okay.
The beasts, obviously, you're gonna get some kind of like a beast.
Right. Exactly. Some monster dude.
Big ape guy. Adoki. I still don't even know what their logo is.
Right. It's an alien, right? Is that what it was supposed to be?
I thought it was a robot.
Then I have no idea either. All right, good talk. Well, I mean, Steve Aoki is the cake dude, right? What if their mascot was a big cake with an 8 on it and just tackling? But when you tackle, he has like cake in his hand, so you get all like, yeah, this went down the rabbit hole really quick, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, wait, we're not done. Let's see.
Should have been stars. You could do like a star. That's kind of boring. That's not a cool mascot.
And now I'm picturing them all tackling, and I think really, is anything going to be better than a pickle tackle?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Honestly, like I say, like the mascots in other sports, I would be like the most afraid to get tackled by. Probably Gritty, right? Gritty's pretty terrifying. I'd be afraid to get tackled by Gritty. The Philly Fanatic, he's pretty insane too. Mr.
But can they tackle like a pickle? That is the question.
That is the question.
The speed is there, the swagger's there with those guys, but is the tackle ability gonna be pickle level? I think we need to work on a segment
hit the way that pickle did.
Yeah. Only on this show can we spend like 6 minutes talking about a mascot pickle. Yeah, exactly. Ape Arcade. Bored Apes is just Donkey Kong looking monkey having a bad damn moping. So yeah, you would bring the JPEG to life, right? I mean, it would be a stoner looking Bored Ape and it just knocks you over. But it'd be even funnier if he comes running like it's going to tackle you and then it stops every time because he's just bored. He doesn't want to tackle you.
Doesn't feel it.
No. All right, that's it. I just say we hire the pickle as the only mascot, and at halftime, he just tackles fans.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
Right? We pay. If you can make it from one end zone to the other,
without the pickle getting you,
you get some money, right? There you go. Exactly. Man, you know what? People don't realize this is more than just a show. All right? It's a brainstorming session. We're bringing ideas to life.
Idea factory.
I feel like everybody in the chat is officially dumber because of this conversation. You're welcome. You know what? Let's jump into a little bit of sports history. Check it out. Feel smart when I put those together.
No, there were some real good ones on there.
Right? Seriously, it fills you with knowledge. But I also realized as a Knicks fan, I didn't put on there that 3 years ago on today's date was the first time RJ Barrett played in the G League Summer League for us. And I didn't put it on there. I'm sorry, RJ. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Okay? What do you want to jump into, bro? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking let's do top three. You want to do top three?
Ooh, let's do that. Okay. And we can't do it without Coach Richie, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah, if we're going to do top three, I think we got to have Coach Richie on with us.
Coach Richie! What up, bro?
First off,
snap.
sports history, amazing. I'm sitting there like trying to read it all and just I feel like I can just go and tell people things now. Like now I have things to actually tell you. I'm excited.
Should I make those a little longer? I don't want it to be too long, but I mean, as far as the time that you get to read it, sometimes I feel like I don't keep up with enough.
I think
right?
some of them could stand to be a little bit long because some of them get a little bit wordy with like, oh man, this is a big event.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. You see? Right on screen. Brainstorming.
Look at that brainstorming.
All right. So Jose, what do you want to do for the top three today? And chat, this involves you too. So get ready.
Always.
So for last week, since we did the show, NBA free agency took off, whole lot going on. A lot of talk about some really big trades, of course, with Kyrie and KD. Some moving around going, some players signing some big extensions and whatnot. So what I wanted to know was what was like the top three big free agency grabs or big trades or really bad trades and really bad signings your favorite teams have done. So
okay, so not just basketball, any.
Not just basketball. Like you can
just
football,
any of your
baseball,
teams.
Any of your teams that they had a great free agency at one point or a bad free agency time. I want to know what it was. We'll start
all right,
with
chat.
Richie.
That goes for you too, chat. I want to hear, put in the chat, one of your favorite sports teams, the best or worst trades or pickups they've done. Share it here in the chat. We love to have this conversation. Oh, look at that. Kung Fu D started off real quick. Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
Like a true Dolphins fan. They don't care about the old stuff, right? It's the what have you done for me lately? He's like, Tyreek Hill, sold. All right,
Coach
so
Richie.
who we start, Rich?
Yeah, let's start with Coach Richie. What's your number three?
Let's do it. Number three, well, I stuck straight football. Give a quick shout out to Blake Griffin getting brought over to the Pistons. So it restored that and then destroyed it. So, but anyways, back to my top three, I would say Anquan Bolden.
Oh,
Was
okay.
my third.
That was
okay.
You guys got him from the 49ers, right?
Yes. And so what happened was it was year 2017. He's my number two. That's how you know I'm always prepared for this show.
Hey, you made the graphic. All right, number three, DJ Shark is what you had on there. Good job. All right, so let's start with DJ Shark.
Young kid coming in. He's going to be a speedster for Detroit. Now, granted, he's young in the league. He's only had like one productive year. It was not last year. Last year, he's coming off an injury, so he didn't really get an opportunity. But that Jaguars offense was terrible anyways, so I don't think it would have really mattered anyways. So
he was his first year. He was quite the standout, just because, like you said, he's speedster, dude, super fast.
Yeah, and had 1,008 yards on 73 catches and 8 touchdowns. I mean, so you're bringing a speedster, give something for Jared Goff to throw to over the top. People have questioned his arm strength. They don't question his accuracy, like Jose said before in the past. But this gives him an opportunity, and then so we'll see what happens. Good luck, DJ.
Yeah, I'm a big DJ Shark fan. Big DJ Shark fan.
I got to tell you, too, have you guys ever used him like in Madden the last 2 years?
No, I haven't.
No.
Do yourself a favor and just put him on your team. They've given him a great speed rating, and he never drops the ball. And for some reason, he's become one of my favorite players in Madden. Look, the more you know, all right? This is the you come here for. All right, so now your actual number two was Anquan.
Anquan. That was the year Detroit went to the playoffs that year, boys.
Wow. Big
Did
year.
we win? No, of course we choked. We choked. But Anquan Bolden was a huge signing that year. He had 95 catches. It's a lot of catches for not a lot of yards. He was Matt Stafford's security blanket. 8 touchdowns. You know, he was a good red zone threat for them as well. We haven't found a slot since him, and then my number one was the guy I think was the next best slot that came to Detroit, because Detroit does not acquire great talent. There he is.
Oh, he went with the Tate. I mean, Tate.
Yeah. He's playing baseball now, by the way. He's actually playing baseball. And he was actually drafted 3 times before he got drafted to the NFL, or twice or something like that.
What?
The Arizona Diamondback. Yeah, so he's a great athlete, obviously. He had collectively played 4 years for the Lions, over 4,000 receiving yards. It's about 1,000 a year. I mean, and 19 touchdowns.
He
That's
was
a great
surprisingly
slot.
great on the Lions.
He was.
I expected him to be like pretty good. Obviously, he's a Seattle Seahawk, so he was
Yep.
one of my guys for a long time.
Mhm.
Of course, one of the most famous moments of all time, NFL history, the Fail Mary. That's Golden Tate back there not catching that ball.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
But I was surprised at how consistent he was for the Lions and stuff. I had him in fantasy for multiple years.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really liked the guy.
No,
Yeah.
he really stood out for us. I really enjoyed his time with us. Like I said, another security blanket. Those slots, man, they're really next to those tight ends. They're a really good security blanket. to have.
Why do you think you guys are always going after receivers?
Megatron.
It seems like it's always you're still trying
trying
to chase that. Makes
We're
sense.
chasing that thrill, you know what I mean? We're chasing, right there, Calvin Johnson, boys. I mean, you're chasing that thrill. I actually the other day Detroit put out a little video of Calvin. It was like his highlight video. I don't even he's a real video game player in real life. Like the Dallas one where Stafford like pointed up, like, yo, just toss me the ball, bro. I got you. Over
Ladies and gentlemen,
3,000
thanks for tuning in and watching Richie have his fandom moment. Go ahead, Richie. Take your time.
I'll tell you what, Calvin Johnson, a player
You
I wish
got-
we would have seen get traded at some point because
Yeah.
unfortunately
Him,
had to
Barry.
spend the whole career there.
Yeah.
I don't got
Well,
what to talk about, boys. 0
listen.
16 and those guys.
You got 0-1 Scratch in there saying Detroit is sure to be a gritty squad. They ain't going to lie down for anyone. Shout out. Hey, what's up, Scratch? Appreciate you being here. All right, let's check out some of the ones before we move to the next one. We got, let's see, Peanut in the chat. Raiders top 3 pickups, Devontae Adams, Jerry Rice, and Daniel Carlson. Oh,
The Jerry Rice one, I think, is a little because they got Jerry Rice when he was like 80 years old, and like
Right.
he was actually still really productive there. But for real,
Right.
like
he was productive, though. I mean,
he was. He
right?
had some good years. I would say more of the Randy Moss pickup was and I know that didn't go super well for them.
Right.
But at the time when they got Randy Moss,
It was epic.
huge.
It was epic. Yeah. Let's see. Jason went with when Shaq went to Lake. Yeah. I mean, you've got to have that on the list. That's a no-brainer. Info. Carlos Beltran picked up by the Yankees. All right. Kung Fu D.
Get along.
Big 3 Miami Heat. All right.
That was a huge
It was huge.
off season for them. Yeah.
I mean, the ESPN had the decision.
I mean, if you're going with the Lakers, I think you can do better than Shaq with the Lakers, right? Because they traded for Kareem. That was
Mhm.
So that hurt. That hurt, buddy.
they did a lot. They've had a lot of like big free. They had to trade to get Kobe. That trade
Oh,
up the
Lakers
draft
are
was
about to pull
huge.
some crazy stuff too right now. All the rumors. They're trying to make some.
Yeah, the
big
Lakers
trades
have like
happen.
great trade histories.
Just like last year, too many old people that need the ball in their hand to be successful. All right. I know.
How about info? What do you guys think of this one? The Bulls snagging Dennis Rodman.
That one hurt.
Well, they didn't get Dennis Rodman from the Pistons info. They got him from the Spurs.
No.
Spurs.
That's right.
Yeah, and like that is actually like he was at that point in his career. People didn't think that it was going to be a big impact on the Bulls because those years in the Spurs were so bad, especially because like that organization, worst place in the world. Dennis Rodman could play basketball.
So, guys, I'm gonna bring Peanut up one more time. All right, and here's why. Especially us 3, we've dealt with Peanut we've been around
Love
Peanut now
Peanut.
for going on 3 years, right?
Love him.
And Peanut gets shot down a lot for what sport? I think we all know. NASCAR. Every time he brings it up, everybody shuts him up. Tonight, Peanut, we allow it. Hendrick Motorsports top 3 pickups. Jeff Gordon,
Guy.
Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott. Here's the thing. I have no idea what any of that means, but Peanut, I do know Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, so you're naming people that make sense. So good call on those. I didn't know you traded and picked things up in NASCAR. School me, somebody.
One of the
It's-
biggest free agencies in NASCAR history, of course. Dale
Yeah.
Earnhardt Jr. leaving the family, going and joining a different team,
Yes.
getting that amp car. So 88, that'd be my big NASCAR free agency.
It's all
pick.
about sponsorship. You know, so it's like
yeah,
your
they have
game,
those
big
racing
sponsors.
teams. I'm not big on the net. I've actually been to like 3 NASCAR
Oh.
races.
Yo, you guys are literally blowing my mind right now. I had no idea there was free agency and stuff in NASCAR.
Yeah.
No idea. And listen, I live literally next door to the Concord Speedway, and I've been several times. I have several times. I love it. I'm like, go, keep turning. Yeah, and I drink a lot. But I had no idea there was free agencies and all. All right, Peanut. I'm gonna pay attention now. I promise. We're gonna start talking a little more NASCAR for you on this show right here.
I'll take over that subject. I'm a NASCAR enthusiast when I was a little kid, but I mean, it's pretty intense. Those drivers are freaking athletes.
It's a crazy
Oh my
sport.
goodness! You got to be.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know that side of it, but the other side, no idea. But yeah, I mean. All right. So, Richie, I will say you're top 3, even though you did them out of order. Great job. I thought those were good ones. Those were good ones. Chat, so far, so good. I like the ones that you guys have brought up. You got some more. Put them in there. Let's talk about it. You want to knock yours out, Jose?
Sure, I can do mine. I'll start off with it's sort of a strange one. This is
Okay.
the only, I would say, good trade on my list. I did a little if good and bad on my top 3.
right.
This is one that happened the year before I was born, but I got to live through all the highlights of this trade. Okay, it had a huge impact on my life. One of the reasons I became a sports fan was that my San Francisco Giants, they went and got Barry Bonds. Okay, the best baseball player of all time. I mean, it's a rare thing to like actually legit have the best player in the sport on your team, right? And so growing up with Barry Bonds just hitting jacks every single day, you know, it was a special time. And you got
you know what's funny is, and Richie, I'll call him out on it. You see how he keeps throwing in there, right? Best player of all time. Like he's having his fandom moment right now. He's making it very clear. I had a better youth than you did because I watched this as a Giants fan. What the Jose?
It was pretty great. And like my Giants fandom is insane, right? Because I grew up with Barry Bonds, but Barry Bonds never won shit, right? But then later on, when we had players who weren't even of that caliber, I watched him win 3 rings. So.
That's so good. All right, Barry Bonds, good call on that one. All right.
Number 2 is a trade that a lot of fans hate. I actually think it was like a decent trade. I still love the guy, Jamal Adams, who we sent over 2 first-rounders to Celso's Jets. I'm still not sure you've gotten a good player with either of those picks.
Oh, I still think we won that trade already. I don't even want to hear it. We won that trade.
I think it's fine. I actually still think Jamal's a really good player and stuff. And
I agree.
He's had really tough seasons on the Seahawks. It's taken him a while to get into a system. I believe last year he finished the year, both of his shoulders were torn, and he was still out there.
I saw the article.
Yeah. So
look, I'll tell you right now, Jose, I love Jamal Adams. Okay, and you don't hear it a lot from Jets fans, right? Because we get bitter. You talk smack, we're done with you. But you can't, if you separate his crap talk and everything, that dude is a machine, okay? And the way he comes in on the blitz, I mean, he has more plays on blitz and stopping the run than he did in the secondary on the Jets, right? I mean, he's just an athlete. I think he just needs to shut his mouth and back it up. And I think over the last year, I don't care about the shoulders. I'm sorry, that sucks. You still chose to play. You earned your money. Stop talking crap and just perform. All right, I'm sorry. That's it.
It's fair enough.
Fair enough.
I don't think people talk about this trade like this is what destroyed the Seahawks, and I think that was completely asinine. Like, no, we were going downhill already, and we got a Pro Bowl talent out of 2 picks, and we're notoriously horrible at drafting. So I think all in all, it probably worked out good for us.
You know who didn't work out for? Me, because I bought his Adams jersey and it was 2 years later, so you can't do the refund. And I still have a Jamal Adams jersey in my closet, which I almost burned, but then I was like, I like the guy. All right. I'm sorry.
Number one is another Seahawks trade. This one was way worse and never gets talked about how bad it was. Us trading Max Unger for Jimmy Graham. This was such a bonehead, and I love Jimmy Graham. Okay, I had him on fantasy for years.
Yeah,
He
when he
was
was
so
good in New
good.
Orleans.
He would have been good on the Seahawks, and they never freaking
Used
used him.
At all.
They brought him in and
Terrible.
were just like, "Hey, dude, you want to block? Yeah, just block. All we want you to do is block. Don't go out and run routes."
Do you remember that season, though, when it came to fantasy? People still picked up Jimmy thinking, okay, and did nothing, got murdered in fantasy.
They didn't want to use him for his talents. They blowing up. They took the best center in the game and sent him away, and it just completely nuked the O-line, which was already not that good, and required a guy to do something that he's not. Like Jimmy Graham is not a good blocker. He's not. He wasn't really a football player in college. He was a basketball player. Yeah. He's an amazing receiver, and he's huge, and he can't block to save his life. Like if you ever watch like the Jimmy Graham blocking highlight videos, they're hilarious,
amazing.
man. He's not even trying.
I need to make sure to go watch that Jimmy Graham blocking videos.
It was such a disappointing trade because it could have been great, right? Like if they had used him to his full potential, they probably could have three-peated and gone to the Super Bowl. But they refused to update the offense. They refused to keep things going the way that they should have. And yeah, it sucked, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that was like the change for his career too, right? I mean, Jimmy Graham was always in conversations when it came to tight ends, and then he just fell off. And it was like, oh, yeah, okay. That's it.
Yeah, he would have these moments of greatness, these times where like you saw exactly what he's about, him and Russ connecting on some insane throws and stuff. But it's just there are certain guys who they're not like all around football players where you can just plug them into any system and they'll make it work, right? Like I think like George Kittle is probably a tight end like that. You can put him on any team and immediately see success.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham's not that guy. He's just a receiver.
Right. And that's what you thought they were bringing him there for. Right. It wasn't for his blocking, but yeah, so that didn't work out. Hey, good job. Those are three good ones, bro. Those were good. Those were good.
I want to hear yours though. So what do you got? Like what are your top
what you got?
All right. So number 3, I'm going with the Knights of Degen epic first trade in the FCF this season. Come on. That's my team right there. I loved it. We got our boy back. We got Hollywood Herring. We got T.O. I mean, some will say this was a trade that kind of helped the Zappers turn things around for them as well, having to come together as a team. I put them at number 3.
It was a huge trade, and I actually do think like the Zappers ended up like on one of the better sides of that trade, right? Because they got QB Stu, completely turned their franchise around. People were talking all kinds of crap about Stu this week about how it was a totally pointless trade. They got this guy who sucked the entire time.
Yeah,
but like him and Kenny together just like immediately just took off and started like from the moment this trade happened, the Zappers started winning games.
Yeah. I mean, the Beasts were the most unhappy, understandable. But I thought for my team, for the Knights of Degen, our team, this was an epic trade, and it made my list coming in at number 3. I thought it was great.
Great trade.
Number 2, it popped up a second ago because I wasn't paying attention. Come on. I'm a Knicks fan. You think I'm not going to go with the Carmelo Anthony trade? Come on. I got to give Carmelo love. I'm still a Carmelo fan. Come on, Jose. It looks like you got some things to say on this one. Give it to me.
I've never been a Melo fan, but number 1, this trade completely nuked Jeremy Lin's career.
It did. I'll give you that.
Him and Melo did not mesh together, and Melo didn't really like playing with Jeremy, and so Jeremy had to go.
Insanity.
The Carmelo trade was the end of Linsanity as far as I concerned. It really that sucked. And like I wish Melo had done more on the Knicks than he did. Obviously, it wasn't what the Knicks hoped for getting the guy.
Yeah.
But that happens.
Yeah. But, I wasn't looking. I was looking at it also from just the trade aspect itself, right? It was a big deal. Right? Exactly. And then Carmelo is a Knick. No matter where else he goes, he's still a Knick at heart with us. Like, it's one of those ones. The rumors are there. Hey, you guys want to go get Carmelo right now and bring him? Yeah, we would do it. As Knicks fans, most of us would say, yeah, let's go. So I did it. It was a big staple for me. And then number 1, I'm going with, come on. Wow. If we didn't make those trades for that number 1 pick, we don't have Darrelle Revis. Okay?
Island.
The island. Debate me on this. Anybody, chat,
No.
you guys, debate me on it. Still
No,
the best
I-
cornerback ever.
He's up there. It's like, I mean, it's kind of like doing like the wide receiver argument, which sort of like what you like in a wide receiver or a defensive back is like, what's the number one? Revis, yeah. If you tell me Revis is number one, it's like, yeah, maybe.
Right. That's why they always use that word, right? Arguably the number one, right? So, but the fact that you can say his name in that sentence says it all, right? And this was huge for us Jets, man. And I thought if we're going to rank it right, I had to put that there. It was tough too, because I want to put Curtis Martin trade, everything we did for that. But yeah, Revis gets my number one.
Huge.
Chat.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Kung Fu D. You just traded NFL history, Herschel Walker.
That was
a good call.
That's pretty crazy because like he really forced his way out of there and stuff and all that. Like, yeah.
America.
Richie, you want to hang out for a bit?
I can hang out for a minute.
All right. I had some other topics. Hey, first of all, great job ranking them up, guys. I thought that was good. Chat, you killed it. Some of theirs, I was like, ooh. And those are their teams too, right? So that worked out pretty good. Oh, here we go. Jay Cutler to the cornhole league. Yes.
Full circle.
That would have been
Huge trade.
That's how we did. That's how we did that.
awesome. Cool. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back, guys.
As far as the Eastern Conference Finals,
And to go with Texas.
I'm not surprised.
Tired of watching the same boring old sports shows?
I'm watching this Crown bit more.
Try this on for size.
His play style, yeah. I think he's the best at pretty much everything.
You're watching the What the Show with Jose Ruckus and JiggaMan Porto. And now, the best damn sports show on the internet. What the
2K23. Did you see? Did you see who's going to be the cover athlete? Oh, come on. Did you see the trailer? Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
it's your boy, Michael MJ Jordan. You know you're going to buy it. You know you're going to buy it.
Already bought.
You had to do it, right? 2K23. You say 23, you think of one person. It's MJ. Had to put him on the cover.
Had to.
So good. I love how they added the clips in there, all the highlight clips. So good for the plug. I mean, how do you not jump all over this game when it comes out? Are you guys doing the pre-order?
Already.
So I don't actually buy a whole lot of sports games. I pick up the show. The show is my. I play the show. Okay. I've never.
Even worse. Boo. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I've never
the
been a
show
2K
is dope.
It is. You're right. You're 1,000% right. I'm not a baseball guy, but the show, you're absolutely right. It's a great game. My wife actually likes to play it too.
2K's never been my jam. Like I don't think I've actually played 2K. I played a little NBA Live. This one I might give it a shot just because the cover's dope.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm like. You got to get it. It's MJ. So I'm excited. The pre-orders and everything kick off, I think, today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Le'Veon Bell versus Adrian Peterson? The fight none of us knew we wanted to watch. What the Jose, what are your thoughts, man?
How did this come together? Why is this happening? What? Like all of us, like, did you
bro,
know that
it's like-
Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson?
No one could fight.
Well, my thing is, are we going to get another one of those Frank Gore moments? Remember that meme from when Frank Gore was in the ring?
Yes.
What I love right now is Jose is so frozen, bro. Like I gotta remove this. Let's zoom in on oh yeah, that's the Jose frozen right there. That's clip worthy.
Yeah,
That's clip worthy. You know what? Let's give it to the fans. They deserve
Didn't like each other?
Oh,
Is he back? And he's frozen.
beautiful. Like that's like.
Look, it's working Jose and frozen Jose. Yes. Yes.
I'm here.
Jose, do me a favor. I'm sorry. This is the part of the show where it goes off. It goes off a little bit. Jose, I just need you to replicate that face for us, please. That's gold right there. That's gold. All right. So you froze on Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
I think we're getting another meme. Are you guys going to sit here and watch this?
No.
I'm not. No, I'm not interested in watching these two guys fight.
I'll watch the highlights.
Exactly. There's going to be
Right. I'll wait until I have to clip it and watch it on what the right?
Yeah.
How about this one? The White Sox. What are you doing? When did base running become so hard as a Major League Baseball talent?
This has actually been like a phenomenon the last couple of years in baseball, where base
It
running
really has.
base running has become so bad in the MLB. It's insane. Like they don't even care about it anymore.
Like, don't you pay a guy who is the coach that tells you yes or no when running? Are they just ignoring it, or is that person just sucking their job? What are we doing?
He doesn't look happy. Tony La Russa doesn't look happy.
Oh, well, Tony La Russa is, I mean, the most curmudgeonly old man in baseball right now. So yeah, he's got to be just pissed.
What is this guy doing? Did that guy think he was going to round third and go home? Like,
I have no idea. I watched it so many times to figure it out. I'm like, this is not working.
Did he think it was a home run? I don't like.
I mean, it was clearly not a home run, right? Like,
full speed. You're not running full speed on a home run. Watch him. Look at him.
I mean, they're on top of each other.
He holds up.
I teach my 8-year-olds, like, yo, bro, you got to stay a little bit behind. You know? Come on.
Base running drills for everyone. How you doing?
Lead the
Do it.
charge.
Yeah, this is like this is almost as bad as was that Cubs play, right, where the guy got it to first. And then instead of tagging up, walked the guy all the way back to the plate. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just like the ultimate like base running dumb shit of all time. Like
Dumb.
yeah, it's gotten so bad lately. Baseball's got problems, man.
And I still watch every Yankees game. I admit it, I do. I can't help it. Man, guys, I think that's a good show. I think we covered as much interesting as we could today. Chat, you killed it. Knights of Degen fans, we've got a lot going on. Check this out. The Knights Battle of Champions. One tournament to decide it all. 4 houses. The House of Pain, featuring Hope Turner and Word Clapper. The Outlaws, featuring Marigold and Nightly Foeslay, El Matadero, Jeffroy Dreamwaft, and Mystic Managed. The Degen House, featuring Lightstare and Breaker of Bones. 4 houses, 1 tournament to decide it all. Which one will you back? The Knights Battle of Champions. Buddy, how you doing? It's gonna be so dope. All right, you get to actually pick what house you back and everything. Bet on it. We're about to have a good time.
I love the reading of the names because they're so like comical, but like you're serious. I couldn't like mystical. I don't know.
Reading those names is awkward. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Jose, Richie, love you guys. You guys want to do this again next Tuesday?
Please.
I think I'm free, yeah.
Unless I have a baby. Well, my wife.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
We'll have the updates.
It's updated. I know the Knights of Degen are concerned about Richie's wife having a baby.
It's just how it works.
Yeah, bingo.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Have a great night, everybody. We're out.
As far as the Eastern Conference Finals,
And to go with Texas.
I'm not surprised.
Tired of watching the same boring old sports shows?
Well, we can watch this crown bit more.
Try this on for size.
His play style, yeah. I think he's the best at pretty much everything.
You're watching the What the Show. with Jose Ruckus and JiggaMan Porto. And now, the best damn sports show on the internet. What the